Hi, I was going to do this video now because I was going to go camping, but the weather has turned nasty again. We've had torrential rain and hailstones earlier, so I thought, well, I'll wait till it gets a bit better, then go off probably in the weekend. So I thought a good time to do me hunting and weaponry. Of course, this is for hunting, camping and protection only. This is my everyday penknife. It's with me 99% of the time. Carbon steel, very sharp when I've sharpened him up. He's cut all sorts, like I said. Very general purpose with me 99% of the time. Now, when I go wild camping, because of the trousers I might be wearing, I probably might not take that one. So this is my camping away knife. It's actually an old kitchen knife. The missus bought it. She didn't like it because it was too stiff. And she said she was going to throw it out. So I thought, well, I'll have it. It's very sharp, as you can see. Very good for cutting onions, well, all sorts, gutting, skinning, you name it, it can do it. Well, bar chop wood. The sheath I got off of eBay from the good old US of A. I think it was actually made in Mexico, but you've got our job to get them in this country, so thank you very much for that. Made a homemade clasp on it. It's a cable tie really, but you've got to have it in the right position to put the knife in and out. So yes, very handy little knife that. Right, my next baby is this one. This one I've had many a year. Bought it when I was in the forces in Canada. Seen a bit of jungle warfare, Brunei. Very good knife. Made in Japan, Woodman, stainless steel. It's was quite a bit higher up, but where it's been sharpened so many times, it's wore down a fair bit. Yes, seen good times. With the both sheaths, I sometimes, periodically, rub a bit of dubbing in them. I think that's why, 25 year I've had this one. And still supple, so yeah, a bit of dubbing rubbed in every now and then. Perfect. Right. Next. Catapult. Yes, handy little weapon. Carry in your pocket. Quite handy little tool. I do have some ball bearings. I'll probably keep for protection, but for if I got to use it for hunting, I haven't actually used it for hunting yet. Hit a few trees on target practice, but I should probably use pea gravel and keep the ball bearings, like I said, for self-defense. I could quite easily hit at the moment a door, normal size door, at 30 yards, and it gives it a good whack. So yeah, so quite pleased with that. Put in your pocket. See a nice pheasant, maybe 50-50 chance of hitting it in the head, I suppose. Right, next, I do have a fish filleting knife. I don't take it with me wild camping or nothing, but it's another handy little knife to have, because well, it says on the tin it does, it's for filleting, fish filleting, so but yes, handy little knife. And depending on where I'm going, if I'm in the forests, wooded area, got me a cheap but effective saw. Don't carry it, like I said, all the time, but depends on where I'm going. Now, I bought this. It's a junior bow, but it is very good for the money and the size. Obviously, because of if you're in wooded areas, you don't want a full length bow, you know, like in this country, the long bow, but me being a bit on the short side, plus going through wooded areas, it's this is very handy. It puts out 25 foot-pounds at 28 inches. I got two types of arrows here. I have practiced with it a fair bit, and I can hit a dustbin lid at 50 yards, which is I'm quite pleased. I got some pointed ones, which is ideal for hunting, and I got like the practice ones, but I think if you hit a rabbit with that, I think it'll bowl it over. So that is for quiet hunting and protection again. So yeah, for the money, a good weapon. Right, next on to my air guns. I got a couple, but firstly I got this SMK, I think it's a B 4.5, I think it is. It's a 177. It's made in China many years ago. I think they're vintage now. Got it off of eBay as spares and repairs because of it wasn't holding air. So obviously I took it apart and done a few mods on it. Unlimited amount of pumps you can put in this one. I usually work on 8 pumps. It's fairly consistent with 8 pumps. This is a handy bolt action with inbuilt magazine, which is quite handy, but the only drawback, you've got to pump up, so there's no point being thinking you're going to do a bit of quick shooting. Right, she's empty. Yeah, that's it. Right, now this one, I got some sights off of eBay again from China. Very cheap. 3B9B40. Very tinny. But being on a pneumatic, it doesn't really matter because there's no shot. You know, put them on a rim fire, live fire, then obviously they shake them apart. But being a pneumatic, there's no recoil. Not a problem. Very good optics for the money. Yeah, very pleased. Bit tinny, like I said, but the optics, well worth it. Very accurate, this one. I was very lucky. This one has got a very good barrel because of you can buy, well, any gun, and you gun enthusiasts know if it's not a very good barrel, then you're not going to get a very tight group. So so no matter how good of a shot you are, it's all down to the barrel. Very pleased with this one. Right, more modern is its brother, same Chinese. It's the Webley Rebel, which is probably the old Sheridan under a new badge. Now this one has not got such a good barrel on. I had to do a fair bit of work inside the breech because there was a burr or misalignment, and I used to get a lot of flyers and I couldn't understand why. So under investigation there was a fair bit of misalignment and a bit of a burr in the beginning of the barrel, so I had to do a bit of reaming. It's better, but I haven't tried it yet for a good grouping. It's just we haven't had the weather. Now on this one I got the BSA Sweet 22. It is actually made for live rounds, but it's got the bullet compensator, so if you get it right you can actually work out on your pellet drop as well, which is very handy. Yes, it's another pump up, which is a bit of a it's a bit of a twofold really. It's a bit of a drawback. You've got to have to pump it, but the thing is there's less to go wrong with it because all there is inside is a couple O-rings. So if you a bit of a prepper, and you chuck a few O-rings in the boxes of spare, there shouldn't be much to go wrong. If you've got a spring rifle and your spring breaks, well, I suppose you'll have to carry a few spare springs. Or if you've got these pre-charged, you've got to worry about getting your gas bottle filled up, your air bottle filled up, or your canisters, depending on which type. So that's why I went for this type, pump up, because it's free air again. Like I said, but all the valves have been done, so nice bit of power. But yes, I got to check the accuracy on this one. Thank you for watching.